To start from the bottom, slowly elevate.
But here we are with Dre, Dr. Dre.
Kia ora.
How'd you get that name, Dre?
My real name's actually Drayton, but not a lot of people know how to pronounce my name, so I just get them to call me Dre.
Yeah?
Makes sense, eh?
Yeah. You're not a rapper too, like Dr. Dre?
Nah, I actually do write a bit of my own music.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, whenever I get time to, but majority of the day I'm all busy. When I'm not doing what I was doing before.
Do you play an instrument?
Nah, just my mouth.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, you're in the right place to use your mouth. Thanks for joining us
You're
on the
welcome.
Chronicle podcast.
Yeah, so Dre, I mean, tell us a little bit about yourself. You just met you before. You was rough sleeping in Wellington. And what was that like? What's Wellington like compared to Auckland?
I mean, the weather up here is a lot hotter than down Wellington. It's like down there, it's like 5 seasons in one day. It's like you can go to sleep, wake up, it's raining. Go walk down the road, it's sunny. It's like, whoa.
Windy.
Windy, yes. Windy Wellington for a reason.
Yeah. Why did they put the capital there? Jeez.
Apparently it was because Hobson liked Wellington. He was originally based in St. Kevin's Arcade because Auckland was the capital at that stage. And Auckland was a garrison town. And Ngāti Whātua were quite happy to have the English settle here because they saw the colonists, is that the right term, as bringing law and order because, you know, it wasn't all peace and rainbows before Tasman and his crew turned up. But anyway.
Yeah, tell us a bit about yourself, Dre.
Oh, me, well, my name's Drayton James Templeton, full name. Born on March the 9th, 1999. And was born and raised Wellington City, Māori Samoan Cook Island, and yeah.
What's your iwi?
I have no idea. That's one thing I've really got to know. I've got to ask my dad all of that stuff, eh? Yeah.
I mean, how long have you been rough sleeping for?
A couple of months in Wellington, had no housing, so thought I'd come up here because I got more support up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, family-wise, and just down there, no one was really supporting me. They were supporting my habits, but not my situation. Yeah. Needed to get away from that.
What habits?
Just like weed, alcohol, not gonna lie, pee, but I'm off that now. Yeah,
good for you.
Want to smoke the weed now.
How was that coming off the crack?
It's pretty hard, man. Especially me still being young, 23, you know? Yeah. It was hard, but it's worth it at the end of the day.
Good on you, man.
Move up, not down.
Yep. Be a role model.
Yeah, of course. Be a role model.
Yeah, it pisses me off when people have never so much as, you know, taken anything. And they go, why don't you just quit? It's like, well, fuck it. If it was that easy, wouldn't everybody?
Yeah, hard.
But, you know, from somebody that's actually, you know, walked that path and can say, hey, yeah, I did it. You know, so it gives people hope, eh?
Yeah, it does, man. For sure.
What are your hopes for the future?
My hopes for the future? For me, or just everything in general?
For you.
For me, I want to be able to have my own house, somewhere where I can go home every night, feel safe, and, you know, wake up the next day feeling I did it.
Yeah.
This is what I did, you know? Even without the support, I did this all by myself.
Have you, I mean, that's admirable. Have you reached out to Auckland City Mission, LifeWise? Because they're really good at getting people into housing, even if it's emergency housing.
Yeah, I have. I'm just waiting at the moment.
Good for you.
Hopefully, positive outcome. Just patience is a virtue to me. I have not really good with patience, but it's one thing I've been learning lately.
You know, sometimes the hardest thing in the world is just to be positive. You know, today's going to be better than yesterday. Tomorrow is going to be better than today.
Yeah, facts.
And each failure is just one failure closer to success, eh?
I've never heard that, but that is motivational as, like, straight up.
It's part of the path, bro.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I like that. It's cool.
I like your sign. What's it say?
Well, it says, seeking human kindness, stay safe. So when people have asked me my definition with seeking human kindness, is I don't want money, I don't want a cigarette, drugs, I just want your company.
That's good. Well, we can keep our cigarettes and drugs.
I tell people, I go, even a smile is kindness, you know. If you're acknowledging me As a human being walking past me, being on the side of a road, and
Yeah.
you're giving me a smile, that's kindness to me.
Right.
Totally.
Yeah.
My mum always had this poem on the back of the toilet wall, so I got to learn it well. It's like, a smile costs nothing, but gives much. It enriches those who receive without making poorer the giver. It cannot be taken or stolen. It must be given freely.
That's cool.
It's probably hard to get that on the street too. Like,
Yeah.
But are you getting some corn?
Yeah, I just finished buying me like a $12 burger. I've got like $12 in my pocket.
White lady?
No, I've got it from Lord of the Fries.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
have enough to get the one that, white lady. They're like $20 burgers, man.
The toasted Sammies are good there. $7.
Might be me after this. Eh?
One of my sponsors, so support them. Wait for that siren.
A lot of sirens up here, eh?
Yeah, well, you've got the fire station and the ambulance station right across the road, just around the corner on Pitt Street. So it's the main artery.
Is this your first time in Auckland on K Road?
On K Road? Nah, I've been here. I was here like a couple months ago, but me and my partner went back down to go see if we could do better down there than when we were up here. Because when we were up here, we were like on every drug you could name, man. Like it was just intense. Went back down there. No one was helping us, so we got sick of it. Came back here, went clean, boom.
So would you be interested in a job if one came along?
If someone came up to me and offered me a job right now, I'll take it. Hands down. I don't care what it is, picking up rubbish on the side of the road, I'll do that.
I might have some people to introduce you to.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Grady down at Saloon, once again a sponsor, so please support my sponsors. They're screaming out for staff. They're willing to pretty much give anybody a go. So we'll go down there after this and I'll introduce you and see if we can get you some work. So that would be good.
Where's your partner now?
Oh, she's chilling out somewhere with her mates. I don't know.
Okay.
Let her do her girly stuff.
That's good. You're still together, traveling around.
Hard.
Yeah. How long you been together for?
Not even long, bro. Like nearly a year.
Oh, that's
But
pretty long.
yeah, I met her when I was living rough in Wellington. Yeah, and at the same time, she just like was like, she was like a light at the end of the tunnel type of thing, Like it wasn't meant to be, but it just happened, Like yeah,
It's always the way, you find love when you're not looking for it.
always best type of love, to be honest.
Tell you what, it seems to be better than Grindr. Honestly, the amount of dick pics people want to send me.
What's your opinion of K Road?
K Road, it's different compared to the Queen Street and all the other streets up here. You see everything up here, like you get your creatures, your alcoholics, your crackheads, like you see them in one area, one street, man, everywhere. But no judgment.
Trust me, just when you think you've seen it all, along comes something that's like, okay, maybe now I've seen it.
Yeah. Like I seen someone walk past before with like one mean ass Nike shoe, and then he had a jandal on, and I'm like, oh man, I'm looking at him like, nah, I have not seen it all just yet, but man, that's something.
Yeah, wait till you see someone else with the other Nike shoe on walking the other way.
And he's wearing the other jandal. It's like, hey, fuck.
You guys got to meet.
I always wonder about people that like have one leg. It's like they have to buy two pairs of like a pair of shoes. Can you just buy like a right shoe or a left shoe?
You need to find someone else missing the other leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. That's what you do. You team up with somebody with the same size as you and the other leg. So what's the best thing about K Road?
K Road, the people. I like the people.
Yeah, we're different, eh?
Yeah, like I was saying, you get your creatures and everything, but the people up here, they're nice.
Yeah.
They're like, they're real welcoming, to be honest. Like when I first came to K Road, my first time ever, I got like welcomed with like beers. I wasn't even like, I don't drink, man, but I have a joint if you got one. They're like, oh, here you go. Oh, sweet, thank you.
What do you think about the referendum? Wasn't that just such a lost opportunity to legalise?
Yeah, it was pretty stupid because like even people in jail, they got locked up for we all voted no, and like understandable.
What the hell?
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I voted no.
Did you?
Yeah, I actually did vote no. Because, at the end of the day, like, the people who started from selling weed won't be making much money anymore because it'll be on, like, in the shelves and everything in the stores, yeah.
I think that was the big problem with the model that they had was that a lot of people were worried that the weed would be taken over by big pharmacy companies, and the small-time dealers would lose out. So I think that could have been a problem. I think they should have gone from instead of a full legalization, be allowed to grow your own plants, because if you want to smoke good weed, you want somebody that's growing it that knows what they're doing. If you just plant a few plants yourself, it's going to take you a few cycles before you get it right, eh?
Yeah, hard facts.
I actually wouldn't be surprised if just before the next election, Jacinda turned around as a blatant election bribe and went for not a full legal model, but like what's the alternative to a full legal model? The decriminalise. That's the word. Yeah. But police have got discretionary powers now. But you look at the statistics. If you're brown, you're like 5 times more likely to get locked up for having the same amount of weed as a beige person.
Yeah, I've heard now that the police are actually not allowed to arrest you for weed if it's a small amount.
Like if you have a tinny on you, you're still allowed to have that. If you have for an ounce on an ounce, yeah.
I think they would take it off you though still, wouldn't they?
The tinny.
Yeah, no, they'd let you have it, you reckon?
I think I've been arrested with a tinny before, and they've kept it in my wallet.
Oh yeah, they didn't care about that.
No, they just tried to say, "Oh, who did you get this from?" I was like, "Nah, I'm not telling you that." But
right? But they let you keep it.
Yeah, they let me keep it. I think that was a Wellington. I don't know.
That wouldn't have happened 10 years ago, 5 years ago, would have it?
Wouldn't have happened 2 years ago.
That was recent.
Oh, in Wellington, not that long ago.
Right.
Yeah. I've only been up for a month or something now.
Yeah.
Do you feel at home?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a lot different from Wellington, but
in Wellington, the K Road is Cuba Street, like the K Road version of Wellington.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, now would be Courtney Place actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Queen Street or Cuba Street is going up, like Queen Street goes up, and it's got all the main shops and all that.
Right.
Yeah, and Courtney Place has just got all the food stores, the young stores that Yeah, so K Road would be like Courtney Place in Wellington.
Yeah. Welcome to Wellington, just like a real city, only smaller.
What are the people like on Courtney Place?
Courtney Place
compared to K Road people?
K Road, they're pretty judgmental, but that's just them.
See, K Road, we're just mental.
Why do you say that though?
Because just because when for example, if I was down there doing the hustle, people would sit there stare, be down so badly, and it's you don't really need to look at somebody with that much disgust. It's I'm just on the side of the road, homeless, struggling, hungry. I'm just trying to survive. How would you if you were in that situation? I would never look at anyone like that.
Look, we treat stray dogs better than people.
Yeah.
If there was a dog out on the street that's hungry, that's mangy, that's in a distressed situation, half an hour, animal rescue would be here.
Right.
Take it home, give it a bath, care for it, feed it. Human being, fuck you. You can sort your own shit out. Hey! You carry on. It's my daughter.
Oh, it's your daughter. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, of course, mate.
Yeah.
You guys carry on.
Yeah, we'll carry on, man. You're all good.
Daughters get special privilege. Hey, thanks for talking to us.
All good, my man.
Yeah. What do you think people should know about, being on the street and such?
There's hope. Never give up. And just be yourself. Be positive. That's how I got through. I was hanging out on the streets as a young kid, maybe 11, 12.
Really?
Yeah, 11, 12 in Wellington. But I was hanging out with all the alcoholics and all that. But mind you, they always looked after me. They seen me as just a young dude. They were like, "Oh, you hungry?" I'll be like, "Oh." But I was shy at first. Like, "Oh, yes, please, I'm a bit hungry." Then they'll give me some food, money. I'll fall asleep on a seat somewhere. They'll give me a blanket, wake up, oh shit, what the fuck? And then just go, yeah.
That's pretty young to be on the street, man.
Yeah, man.
How was your home life growing up?
And in all honesty, my man, fuck, it was pretty bad, bro. Compared to how other people have lived, they've lived probably worse than me, but I lived pretty bad, man. Yeah.
You have much family there?
Not really, bro. I mean, I've got family scattered all over the place. But yeah, the main family that I lived with growing up as a kid, I don't really want to,
Right.
sort of cut them to the side. Because
So you voluntarily left at, do you say 9 or 10?
10 to like 11 to 12, one of those ones. Because at the same time, I was like in SIFS care as well. And me being a kid growing up around all of that, while I was going through, I was like, nah, fuck you. I'm still young. I want to live my life. Like, yeah.
What's SIF care like?
SIFS care.
What is it? SIF? SIF?
Yeah, it's like, it's Oranga Tamariki now.
Yeah. Aoranga Tamariki.
Well, when I was in SIFS at the time, it was cool, man. Like, I actually felt loved. I actually felt like I actually belonged to a family, because the people that I stayed with, that's all they cared about was they were just tamariki first. That's all they wanted. They just wanted us to do better for ourselves, get an education, come out later with a job and everything. You know, they just wanted the best for us. Yeah,
That's good to hear. Is that like a foster family? Or
yeah, like family homes where like other people from like different parts of New Zealand come to this one house and we all in the same care.
How many of you?
My first ever SIFS house I went to, I was like, there was 8 people in there. It was all mixed, males and females. Yeah, it was cool. Really cool.
Right, is that mixed with the children of the people in the house, or is all like Oranga Tamariki kids together?
All SIFS children, all people in SIFS were all in like, not all kids, but like just a certain amount. Because there were only like 7 rooms there. Yeah, and you had to share some of them sometimes.
And you made a family there?
Yeah, I made heaps of friends. I call that my family, yeah.
You're still in contact with some of them?
Yeah, I still talk to heaps of them.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Some of them don't really talk to me now because I'm still living a life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good to hear some good story come out of that, because I know there's some people been in SIFS or Oranga Tamariki that didn't have the best time.
Yeah. Nah.
That was in Wellington?
Yeah, man. But yeah, mind you though, when I like sort of first like got into SIFS, even before I was like sort of getting into trouble with the law, but slowly, and then by the time I actually got put into SIFS, I got more into doing crime, like stealing cars, robbing houses and that, just because I was only young. And if I did that with my family, I would have got a hiding. But I was in SIFS care, they couldn't do anything. I could only get arrested, you know, and sent to my bed, like, go to your room. Oh, okay, sweet.
So yeah, you didn't have the same punishment system
hard.
Yeah. What would you say to yourself at that age now?
Man, well, I don't even know what I would say. I would just say, do better, you know. You don't want this lifestyle later on.
Yeah. Well, besides being on the street now, you seem pretty, like, you know, optimistic and together with it. Yeah. It's nice talking with you.
Yeah. You too, man.
Yeah.
This was cool, eh? K Road Chronicles.
Yeah. So this is the office. This where they see those papers over there.
Oh yeah.
Those are the publications, and there's a little TV show. They're doing like a 3rd season now, like little 10-minute episodes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It's good day. So this is a new venture we're doing. The podcast is telling people stories. Yeah. What's an interesting story you've had on K Road since you've been here? What did you say? 2 weeks?
I've been here for a month.
Oh,
but I haven't been on K Road. I've been like all over Auckland. But I haven't really seen much interesting things up here yet to really be calling it to have a story.
Guess when everything's happening all the time, it's hard for anything to stand out. Yeah.
Because it's just all out of it in general. Like just seeing the people, like whoa. Like I said, the coolest thing I've probably seen today was that fellow with the Nike in the sandal, man. I'm like, I've got to give it up to that dude, man, because that was cool. Like, that was some cool shit, man.
Where are you sleeping at the moment?
Just wherever. Just wherever's, like, got shelter, you know, best place. Where it's warm, because I'm a bit of a hot person, so I don't really need a blanket. But when the time's to have a blanket, it's time to have a blanket, man.
Well, it'll be hard now with this rain as well. You need somewhere dry.
Yeah, man.
And you stay with your partner?
Yeah, I stay with her. She's cool. She's cool. I wish she was here too, you know, but she's doing her own thing.
Do you have any kids yourself?
I have one kid, yeah. He's all the way in Wellington though.
What's he doing?
He's I don't know. He's probably just chilling right now. He's turning 4 this year.
Oh,
on April. Yeah.
Good age.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. It was cool being a dad while I could.
Who's he with now?
He's with his mum.
Oh, right.
Best place to be.
Oh, yeah. Cool. But you're still in contact with him if you want?
I mean, it took a while to me to actually realize that with me out the picture, they're doing so much better now. Like, and I'll be honest, man, as sad as that sounds, they're doing 100% better. My baby mother has a full license. Has got a car. She's got like a job. She's like the manager of Rebel Sports in Wellington. Like, and when we were together, she didn't really have that. Like,
Right.
Yeah, and my son's like so much happier now. Yeah.
Maybe later though.
Yeah, a bit later down the line, when I get myself sorted, because I left because I needed to bet on myself, because I was the toxic person in the relationship at the time, and I didn't really know that until I left, and then I just seen my baby mother elevating slowly, day by day. She was elevating, and it like hit me then and there, like boom.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you, I'm happy as for her, man.
That's really big of you, and that's great you can admit that. I think a lot of people can never admit if they're the issue or the toxic person, I've been there too.
Yeah, like she got a partner and everything. He takes good care of my son, and I'm happy for that.
You're actually happy for it. That's
I'm
beautiful.
happy, if I can't be there, why not, he's not the dad. Yeah. I'm the dad, but having a father figure around at the time, especially in this generation, it's a good thing to have.
Yeah, if you actually love someone, you really want the best for them.
Fucking A, man.
Sometimes you gotta let go.
Harder to let go than hold on, eh?
Yeah. But yeah, sometimes you gotta do it.
Yeah, always.
What about your parents?
My parents. My dad stays out in West Massey. He stays out in Massey. My old lady passed away 15 years ago. So, and you're all good, man. I feel like that's where I lost myself completely, because that was my best friend.
Yeah, how old were you then?
I was only 8, man.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
and then a year later, you're on the street.
Like a year later, like my life just slowly started getting worse and worse. I was like in, and like a family member would pick me up. I got to go stay with them. They couldn't handle me. I'd get dropped off to another family member. They couldn't handle, get dropped off to another family member. Started slowly getting abused every day, and then just got sick of it, got the cysts, boom.
Yeah. Well, yeah, how's any 8-year-old, 9-year-old supposed to deal with the death of their mother,
Yeah, hard. I mean...
but nothing's going to prepare you for that.
Especially when she was the only, it was just me and her every day, and then...
She was the rock in your life?
Yeah, man, she was solid, man. Not just like in heart-wise, but in fighting-wise too. She was solid, man. Yeah, she was solid, man. But, she was cool. I miss my mum heaps.
That's cool. You can say you're best friends with her.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. It's my mother, man.
Yeah.
Ride or die till death.
Yeah, 6 as a mother. Just gone to see their daughter.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I don't have any kids that I know of.
Did you know of?
Yeah. No, actually, I'm donating to a lesbian couple at the moment. Donated some sperm so they can have a kid. Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. I'm not sure if it'll work, but it might work. Doing it through the fertility clinic.
I reckon it'll work, my man.
Yeah, 2023. Can't be worse than 2022.
Nah, man, last year was a shit year, man.
Yeah.
I think this year's all of our year 8, just to start from the bottom, slowly elevate.
Yeah, were you in Wellington for the lockdowns and stuff?
Oh, I was actually working during the lockdown, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was working.
What were you doing?
Working at Countdown. I was working night fill, doing shifts at night time.
Oh, yeah.
Stacking the shelves at night.
Fucking essential worker. Thank you.
Man.
Yeah,
You're welcome. I love this world, eh?
Imagine if we didn't have the supermarkets during the lockdown. It'd be fucking chaos.
So I think everyone would have been robbed, eh? I think everyone would have been out there stealing something.
Yeah, well, would have been post-apocalyptic kind of dystopian. Man. What would you do, Just everyone would have to go try farming.
I mean, it was pretty hard to get around at the time because I stayed in like an area where I had to catch 2 buses to get to work, and
shit.
Like I'd catch one bus, get pulled up from the police before they see me catch the bus, and I'm like, you know, you're not allowed out. It's locked down, mate. And I just zip down. Oh, essential worker. Like, sweet, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Have a good night. Shit, my bro. Get to the next destination. Cops pull me up again. Oh, essential worker.
Oh, really?
Okay, sweet.
There's like nobody on the street.
There was like, because there were people that were like walking around, but they always constantly got pulled up, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, you know you're not allowed to walk. Oh, I'm just having my hour of fresh air or something. Okay, sweet. Go home. Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll see me and they'll be like, what are you doing? Essential worker. Okay, sweet, boom.
That's the crazy times. Now, how was your schooling? Did you manage to stay in school then if you're on the street?
Nah, man. So like I was saying, like when I started hanging around the streets around like 11 to 12 years old, I was in school at the time, but I was like always wagging just to go to Wellington City just to get drunk, smoke heaps of dope and shit, you know. Ended up just leaving, you know, got sick of school, started going to correspondence, never went.
Right.
Yeah, was just always on drugs, alcohol. Got locked up in there at like age 14.
Really?
Yeah, YJ, youth justice. Yeah, yeah. It's like a jail for teenagers. Yeah, like the high gates, can't get out, staff members everywhere. Yeah.
What are the other kids like in there?
All troubled, like
Right.
you know, like a normal teenager would
Yeah.
be troubled. You know, mischief as
Yeah.
trying to have the biggest name ever. You know, that's a teenager's mind state. Is
Yeah.
to be out there, have the most money. Oh, I did more crimes than you. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But you're all sober in there.
Yeah, we all sober as, or we all know that we're all coming off the drugs, you know, like we haven't had drugs in ages, so we all like, you know, sitting there staring at each other like, fuck, I want to punch you want to punch me, like, yeah.
Right. Like testosterone.
Yeah, it was cool though.
And that's just for guys. They separate the sexes.
Yeah, so there was like certain like YJs for like guys and girls. Some of them were mixed, some of them weren't. I think the one down south was mixed, I don't know. Yeah.
So when you're on the street, you're hanging out with those kids those age, or you're hanging out with guys much older than you?
I mean, to be honest, when I was hanging out in Wellington City, I started hanging out with people that were older than me, like people.
Full adults.
Yeah, motherfuckers that were like in their 40s and shit, you know what I mean? But like, and then like when I started hanging out with them, I started like meeting more street kids, and then I became friends with them, and then they ended up introducing me to their circle, and then I became part of their circle. Got out of that circle and met another circle, and then that's how I just made a bunch of friends in Wellington. Was just being myself and just talking to people.
So you had a community there?
Yeah, it was like we all like family, stragglers, straggling strong. It was cool though, you know, having a little circle like we did, because we only had like a certain amount of people that we hung out with in Wellington. It's just like all places. You've got the druggies, the gangsters, the cool guys, the nerds, the emos. You know what I mean? Like, it's just that's how it was. All it wasn't really spaced out like that. But in my circle, we hung out with everyone. Even if you're black, white, yellow, grey, you know, you're hanging with us. If you're cool and you like your vibe, come hang with us. You're part of our family now.
Yeah. Courtney Place. Or just around the Wellington area,
just
kind of.
Around Wellington in general, yeah.
Yeah, get to know each other.
Yeah, of course.
Are you making friends in K Road?
I'm trying to, but everyone's like low-key but stubborn here. Like, I'm sitting here like, oh, hey, how's your day been? They're like, good. Keep walking. It's like, oh, mate, cool. Try to have a conversation with people, and I really want to stop and talk, so these all look too busy.
Yeah, I think Aucklanders can take a bit longer to kind of open up. They got, I don't know why. I'm from the West Coast, South Island myself, but I find people in Auckland, they can take a little bit to the bit defensive.
I only just found out what that word Jaffa means in Auckland. I only just found it out the other day, because this lady gave me, like, me and my partner and the bro, like $30 on the bus. We didn't expect it. Like, we just talked to her, and then she goes, oh, here you go, this is for being nice. And we're like, hey. And she's like, oh, not all Aucklanders are Jaffas. And I go, what is a Jaffa? And she goes, just another fucking Aucklander. And I go, that was creative as. Like, I never thought of that. That was so cool.
How'd you get talking to this woman on the bus?
Well, to be honest, I'll be honest. We all come into K Road to try to get some weed because we even had blaze all day, and we were like, "Fuck, should we go to K Road get a sesh?" And then we were like, "Yeah." Jumped on the bus, and then she ended up jumping on, and she just had the biggest smile on her face, and then we were like, "Oh, you're so happy today? Fuck, you should smile more, motivate more people to smile." And then boom, that's how the whole conversation started. Yeah,
nice. It's like the virus of kindness.
It was like meant to be. I told her that, I was like, I think it was meant to be. I think you're like the angel at the end of the tunnel that we needed at the time, because we had no money. We were gonna like walk around. Can we like any cones? Like yeah.
But you're getting some financial support from the government, though.
Yeah, of course.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. And you're eating okay?
Yeah, man. Fuck yeah.
All right, that's good.
Aucklanders never starve, eh?
Okay.
They eat constantly.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for talking to us, man.
You're all good, brother.
So you think you're going to stick around for a while?
Yeah, man. I'll be here for a while. Probably won't be leaving for a while either. I'll still be around.
Yep. You going to get a job maybe?
Yeah. I actually will, actually.
I mean, isn't it harder being on the street than it is actually, it's harder to be on the street, than it is doing a normal job? That must be hard. Yeah,
in a way it is, because on the street you're sitting down making money, but in the real world you're physically moving to make money, and that's what I prefer. I don't like sitting down on the side of the road begging people to give me money. Like, they don't need to give me money. Fuck, they got their own shit to worry about. But if you give it, fuck, thank you. Like, I'm not gonna complain. Fuck, thank you very much for your kindness. Appreciate that. It comes from the heart too. I don't just mean that out of you gave me money, thank you very much. Like when they give me money, I say thank you, and I make sure I make eye contact. Like, thank you very much, I appreciate that. Have a good day. Get home safe. Stay hydrated if you can. Chucking a little cheeky one in it. Stay hydrated. Drink lots of water.
Hey, well, I really appreciate you coming on the show to talk to us, Dre.
Hey, anytime, my brother.
Hey, thank you. Thank you so much. Let's leave it there.
Of course.
Awesome. Thanks so much, bro.
Thank you, guys.
Any final message you want to say?
Stay hydrated. Drink lots of water.
Good advice. Awesome.
Fuck, that was cool.